Ruben. It's okay. I know. What's going on, you guys? All right, it is Sunday. It is actually Robert's 31st birthday. Happy birthday, Robert. You are an amazing human. Could not be more proud to be your wife. All the good things, you know, that people say on your birthday. He really is truly an amazing human being, and I am so beyond blessed to be married to him. His parents have been in town all weekend. There's a few things that we wanted to get on film, but Robert left the SD card at the warehouse, and then we forgot to charge the cameras, and we're all types of a mess. So I decided, you know what, it's Sunday, it's still a good day, like we still have some time to get some clips and a little bit of a vlog. So I'm just going to show you guys what we're doing for the weekend. We had some really good food last night. Robert made a really great stew. It had just beef and elk in it, and it was so delicious. I made him a cheesecake, a cookie cheesecake. There was a cookie as the crust and then cheesecake topping. Oh my gosh, it was so stinking good. We also had chaffles, eggs, and bacon this morning. It's been great. His parents brought one of their dogs, Ruben. They have 4 dogs, but they just brought one up until we can get our fencing up, and then they can bring all the dogs whenever they want. But it's been really good. His parents are getting ready to leave. Robert and his dad have done some yard work, just trying to get some fencing lined up, things like that. So I'm going to go outside, film a little bit of what they're doing out there, and yeah, see what we can't vlog for you guys this week. See you in a bit. There's the birthday boy.
What's up?
What are you guys doing out here?
Working on the fence line. We got the fence line, I think, pretty well done. You gonna walk it, baby?
I mean, you
Check
could
it out.
actually bring it back a little bit more if you wanted to. Even more. Yeah, it's just that drop.
So this, we're doing a string line across the property with T-posts, just to kind of get where we want all of our fencing. This is gonna be to keep our dogs in, a dog whenever we get one, and then other animals as well as we get those. But we need a big fence around pretty much the entire property. Some of our neighbors have some animals that keep coming on our property, and we don't really want that for when we have animals and our own dog and things like that. We also have somewhat of a there's a road in front of our house that people go pretty fast on, so if we do get a dog, we need a fence to keep the dog in. So super nice. Robert's dad has been helping him to get this line going. So they've pretty much done, I'm pretty sure, the majority of the property, so it's very nice. So that's that.
We planted some annual rye. Is that what it was, Dad? Rye?
Yeah, annual ryegrass.
Annual ryegrass a couple weeks ago before we went to California. It rained, and now it's all starting to come up here, so pretty cool. We got some grass coming in.
What you doing wearing that cute jacket, Rigel?
Said I want my daddy to be impressed with me. I want him to be proud of me. He will be. He already is, sweetheart. Yes, he is.
Oh, Daddy, get you. You're back. Oh, Daddy.
Boom shakalaka. All right, so this is my birthday cheesecake. Keto, of course. The crust is that cookie that Crystal makes. What's in the crust?
It's a cookie that we made, but the recipe is on ketosavage.com under nutrition.
Yeah, and the layer on top is cream cheese.
It's cheesecake. So it's like cream cheese, sour cream, heavy cream, sweetener, vanilla. That's it. But it was not, it's more of like a, it's a no-bake cheesecake. So the bottom is cooked, like the cookie part is cooked, and then the top part you just put in the fridge for like 3 hours or so.
And then she drizzled, what is that, just chocolate, dark chocolate?
It was Lily's chocolate chips. I just put it in melted it, put it in a little baggie, and did a little crisscrosses.
Super small pieces is all it's needed because it's super
oh my gosh,
rich.
So rich.
Literally, I don't ever eat sweet things. I'm not really a fan of sweet things. But we'll have this. I mean, this is totally ketogenic. I don't know what the macros are on it because we combine the cookies and the cheesecake. But it's not very high in total carbs, believe it or not.
And it'll stay good in the freezer for 3 to 4 months.
Really?
Yep.
Wowzers. All right, so if you got a hot wife that can cook anything like mine, you can have some keto-friendly cheesecake on your birthday and not feel guilty because it's totally within your macros and relatively clean. Boom. What we got going on here?
We're gonna let Rigel try some bone marrow.
First meal ever. Look at that. Bone
we
marrow.
roasted the bone for like an hour in the Instapot. And really, I don't know that he's gonna eat it, but I just want him to be able to like play with it and maybe put his fingers in his mouth.
Hit it. What's the macros on that, Rigel? You gonna try some? You gonna stick it in your mouth? You just gonna play with it?
Woo! Nom nom. Look at this.
Put some in your mouth.
You do it. He likes to play with it though.
He's mesmerized. Come on, man. You put everything else in your mouth.
No, he sure does.
You gonna put this in your mouth?
Oh, wow, he's going for it.
You get a bite in there?
I don't know. Here, let's see. I'll see if he'll. We're trying to let him do it himself, but I've got to like lead him into it. This is his first food other than a lemon. You ready, Raj?
First food other than a lemon.
And grab that.
Open your mouth. Missed.
Wow, really shoved that spoon in there.
Did he get it?
Yeah. There's still some on the spoon, but he definitely got some in
That's
there.
a frown I'm seeing.
Well, it's just got to be weird after not eating real food.
What you think, buddy? What you think?
Pretty nummy?
He's like, I want the bone.
Yeah. You probably could chew on
This will be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Roger's first meal.
This is the funnest thing you guys have ever let me do.
You chewing on it?
I don't know. You just said. Mmm.
He's gonna need a bath tonight.
Yummy. Nom nom. Oh, thank you. Nom 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 nom.
What do you think about that, Reggie? You gonna suck on it?
Is that so good? He's like drooling like crazy.
A little bit different than breast milk, huh?
Wow, he is non. So that's got some good nutrients in it, huh? Good nutrients right there. This is all like super chewy, so he's not gonna get it off in case anyone's nervous on the camera. Oh my goodness, kid, you're cracking me up. Best first food ever.
All right, y'all. Let me give a little explanation on what's going on here with this this fence line, so you can kind of see what we're doing. So, we're on about 5.3 acres here at this place. I'm trying to have some privacy on the sides, so I don't really see my neighbors because I kind of like the privacy. So we're gonna fence in. Let me show you. We're gonna fence in the front of the property with like a nice fence, like a wooden fence with cattle panel backing. And then we're gonna come in 15 feet from the actual property line here. So my actual property line is that old fence over there, but we're coming in 15 feet off that so that I can put the fence here. We'll keep the old fence, keep all this vegetation. I want to keep all this vegetation as like a privacy border, and I'm probably gonna plant some privacy trees over here so that I can fill that gap in vegetation there, and I'll just plant trees right there so that we don't have to see the neighbors. Then I'm going to replace that fence with new fence. All right, so that's all going to be new fence there. And then we're going to do pretty much the same thing on the opposite side of the property. Now, our property is like a long, skinny rectangle, so it goes back quite a ways. And let me show you what's going on here. So here's the fence I'm going to replace, and then the actual property line goes, there's the corner, and then it goes down. But I'm going to cut in, you see the string line that I put up here? I'm going to cut in right here and basically go into the field. All this here is still my property, but I want to keep that as, you know, kind of overgrown with vegetation. But I'm going to cut in with the fence, and we're going to basically make the majority of this cleared area down here, where we cut down all those trees, did a lot of bush hogging, that all is pretty much going to be fenced in. So let me show you what we got cooking there. All of the field down here is going to be enclosed in fence, so that we can have the animals and all that's going to be good. And then we'll have like a little walk path on the other side of that string line, you know, like those big rocks over there. So we got some massive rocks, which I think are pretty cool. Those are all on our property, but they're going to be on the outside of the fence. So, you know, when Rigel's growing up, he can play on our rocks and stuff, but not be in the fence where the animals are. So all that's going to be fenced in for the critters, the pigs, the cows, the goats, lambs, whatever we wind up getting. And then we're going to have like a cross-sectional fence here that separates the yard from the pasture land. So that's the plan right there with the fence. Got the string line up. I can start driving T-posts now, and got to bring the tractor up here with the auger to dig the corner post, which will be railroad ties. So that's what we got cooking for the fence, y'all. What is going on, y'all? So we're wrapping up the vlog here. We worked on the fence all this weekend. This is kind of what we're thinking to use for the fence on the property. So this red brand, 5 foot tall fencing. The front of the house is going to have like a wood lap panel fence with cattle panels or something in the back of that, so that's going to look a little bit nicer. But the rest of it behind the house will likely be this red brand rolled fencing. So I got to figure out how much footage of this we're going to need. This is a 100-foot roll. It's like $270, so I got to do some math and figure out how many feet of roll we're going to need, how many feet of wire we're going to need. But we're leaning towards this higher fence, potentially a 4-foot fence, but probably the 5-foot fence. We're just kind of crunching some numbers and seeing what makes sense, and kind of figuring out what animals we want to put in the back. So feel pretty good about the amount of progress we made in getting that string line up. Now I can start buying T-posts, driving T-posts, putting up fencing, all that good stuff, so we can get some critters for our homestead. See y'all next time. Hopefully you enjoyed Rigel's first meal, and the folks over for the weekend, love y'all. Ta-ta for now.